How's it going, cool people? My name's Liban. So, new reaction for you today. We've got The Last of Us Part 1 rebuilt for the PS5, honoring the original. So, I'm assuming as we are leading up to launch, Naughty Dog and PlayStation will be releasing these kind of videos, showcasing the differences, what they've done in terms of elevating the game beyond what they originally set out. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. The game's coming out real soon. The Last of Us Part 1. PlayStation Studios.
A remaster is really more of a tech art endeavor. This was remade from the ground up.
It's a remake. You heard it.
No matter what we
it's
were
not a
making,
remaster.
it was going to be compared not to the original. It was going to be compared to the memory of the original.
It became pretty clear that this is going to require more than just like a remastering approach. We really want to recreate this
It's
for the
not a
technology as
remaster.
opposed to putting a sheen over it.
We have new tools that allow
You
us
heard
to
it from
make
them
better
yourself.
looking animation, improvements in character rigs and facial rigs.
The characters were rebuilt. We didn't just take the original model of Henry and Sam. We built a new Henry and Sam.
We only take what we have to.
Let's do a side-by-side review. It would stop multiple times
Okay.
just to be like, oh my gosh,
Okay.
just look at that.
That's a
Things that
big
make
difference.
The shirts wrinkle, the muscles to
But then
form
again, we only
correctly,
see
facial
the
details,
visual side
add
of
such
things.
a layer of richness and life to the character. As someone who wants to play this game again is the thing I am most excited about.
The scene at the beginning of the game, that was one that terrified us to remake.
One of the best
When
scenes
Joel
in video
cradles
games.
Sarah up to him.
What
and
an
you see
opener.
their cheeks smashed together, the tears streaming down the face. There's a physicality that we were unable to achieve the first time we made this.
All the art has been rebuilt from scratch. A great example is in the Boston State House Museum. On the lower floor, there's some back rooms that in the original game were generic offices. Now there's like an art restoration station.
Okay, so they've
there's
added
busts
bits
of
and
American
pieces to
colonial
certain
figures on the
areas
walls.
that you could
We
explore.
have a completely new
All right.
AI core. Encounters will play out in a much more dynamic way. You might play it 10 different times and get 10 different results for how the combat went.
All of that, at the end of the day, is in service of the storytelling. We want to be very faithful to the original experience, to be very true to what fans love about that game. And
Well, yeah, I
give
would
them the
imagine you
best
wouldn't wanna-
version of this game possible.
Add any different bits and pieces to it. Okay. All right, interesting. Okay, so that was The Last of Us Part 1 rebuilt for the PS5, honoring the original. Obviously, the original being as in the main story. Those aspects are obviously being kept in place, so things aren't going to be changing there. This comparison of this shot here of Ellie, there's a huge difference there. That threw me back a bit. I think it's quite funny at the beginning, 2 or 3 times they said, yeah, this is not a remaster, this is beyond a remaster. Technically, it's not a remaster. I had to remake it. I mean, remaking character models is still a big thing. You know, you have to re-rig it, do all the work again, the new animations and such. The only thing that they really haven't, that I feel they really haven't put forward is the gameplay from part 2 is not in part 1. So things like the dodge mechanic, etc. Those bits and pieces are missing, which I think doesn't really complete it in terms of a remake. The game again is coming out really soon. It'll be really interesting to see what the media has to say about it. I'm looking forward to seeing some reviews and maybe if it is really worth going back through The Last of Us Part 1 again at a much higher fidelity, of course. But hopefully maybe it's something they haven't really talked about yet, and if not, why not? But that was the Last of Us Part 1 honoring the original trailer. What do you guys think? Will you be playing this again? Will you be playing it for the first time? Let me know down in the comments below. If you have enjoyed the video, please do of course click that like button as YouTube loves when you do things like that. And do of course subscribe to the channel, keep notifications open. Subscribe as there are plenty of videos on the channel every week. Videos that you are going to love, videos such as this. So do subscribe so you do not miss out on any of them. Any of them. It'll be very interesting to see what the word is going to be once this game comes out. That's what I'm looking forward to. Go check out some of the other awesome videos here on the channel and I'll see you next time. Peace.